Do you believe in love at first sight? No, no, I don't. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Olushewa. I am navigating life in my 20s and having fun while I'm at it. So if you're not too busy, join me. So in the last video, I told you guys that we had reached our 100 subscriber count milestone. And to celebrate that, I asked you guys to leave some questions to get to know about me so I could do a proper introduction since there are over 100 of us here now. And some of you guys were kind enough to leave me some questions. So I will be answering all of those questions in this video. Before I answer those questions, I would like to do a basic intro. My name is Olushewa. However, my government name is actually Faith Olajide. And yeah, so Olushewa is basically the name that my maternal grandmother gave to me. So if you're familiar with the Yoruba culture, you know that when a baby is born, grandma is naming, grandpa is naming, you know. So that's the name that my maternal grandmother gave to me. And that was what she always called me. She always called my parents Yashewa Baba Shewa. So she always called me Shewa. And she passed away in 2009, I think. And so yeah, since then I just kind of started using it socially because there was nobody else calling me Shewa anymore. And yeah, it just kind of stuck. So now a lot of people call me Shewa. But my first name, my first name is actually Faith. So yes, why is this channel the Shower? So I mean, like I said, I've been using Shower socially. So my social media accounts, TikTok, Instagram, all have Shower. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it uniform. And that's why the name of this channel is Shower. But the Shower is simply an emphasis. I did that in a bit to emphasize on the fact that my name is Olushawa because most of the time when I tell people my name is Shawa, they would assume it is Adeshawa or Omoshawa or some other form of Shawa. Fair, to be fair, right? Adeshawa is the most popular form of Shawa, so I can understand. However, I just feel like if I tell you my name is Shawa, don't assume, okay? So yes, I started using Olushawa. I used to use Shawa on all my social media before as well. Then I changed everything to Olushawa because I'm not Adeshawa. I am Olushawa. So I knew that this channel was going to be a lifestyle channel. So I just figured my name would do, but with the emphasis on what my actual name is. And then just quickly introducing this channel. I think I've not done that as well, but if you have not noticed, this channel is basically about me personally navigating life in my 20s and trying to like bring people along basically. So I think it's a growth journey. That's how I describe it. It's a growth journey, it's a learning journey. It's been a learning journey for me and not just me coming on here to come and tell you people, "Oh, do this and do that." So most of the time when I'm shooting these videos, I also do my own research in addition to prior knowledge before coming here. So I also learn a thing or two. And like I said, this is a growth journey. So I'm learning as I'm going as well. And there are things that, oh, I know that, oh, maybe I'm not doing great in these areas as well. And these videos just help me to actually, bring them to light um, for myself. So it's a growth journey. It's a come with me to navigate my 20s kind of channel. And hopefully it helps somebody else out there. Also, it's a hobby. I knew that I was going to do this. I've always known I was going to do this. Um, this channel, I was supposed to start it in 2020, but here we are 5 years later. I don't regret starting it now. I think there is no better time than now. I'm not going to sit here and be regretting that, oh, I didn't start it before. It is what it is. I'm here now. And I think I'm even in a better mindset, a better headspace to actually be doing something like this. So, yeah, it's been a learning journey, honestly. And it's also been a challenge for me. Um, it's been a challenge in the sense that trying to show up here twice a week. It's not been easy, especially because I also have a full time job. However, the intentionality that goes into like planning a video, setting up, editing, I'm not the best yet, but all of those things actually do take time. So it's been a challenge, and just that this is hard, but I'm showing up regardless. And so that's it about the channel. And I've already said this, I'm Nigerian. I am a Yoruba girl from Ondo State. And I was, however, born, raised, and still living in Lagos, Nigeria. I am a product manager and I am 24 years old. That's very odd to say because, more specifically, I am 24 years old, 10 months, and some days. So I'm going to be 25 soon. That's the gist. So, yes, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I will now go into the questions. Okay, so the first question I have here is, what are your hobbies? Hmm. Most recently, most recently, I would say YouTube. Um, Generally, I would say reading, singing, listening to music, having a good time with friends and family. Yeah. What's my favorite food? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite food. I enjoy a lot of different type of food, so I don't have a favorite food. What's your favorite color? I don't think I have a favorite color. Well, I do wear black a lot, so maybe black. Yeah. The thing about asking me all these favorite things is that I'm too much of an Oliver Twist or Olivia in this sense because I like a lot of different things. It's hard to kind of like pick one specific thing. So, but for favorite color, you could just say black. Um, what's your favorite movie or TV show? Okay, there's a movie I watched, The Overcomer. Yes, I think that's the title. I really loved it. So that can be the favorite movie. Who is your favorite musician or band? My God. I don't know. I like, like a lot of different people. This is very hard to answer, honestly. But I'll say, should I say top three? Would be Nathaniel Bassey, Dunsin Ekon, and Messi Chinwo, Nigerian. Then maybe Hillsong, Travis Green, um, Bethel, and then Secular, Davido. Um, what's your favorite book? Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. Are you more of an introvert or extrovert? I'm somewhere in the middle, to be honest. I think I'm somewhere in the middle because I can be very introverted. I like my space. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to go out. Most of the time, I'm not in the mood to socialize. But when I eventually socialize, I'm the life of the party, quote unquote. So yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle, ambivert. I think that's what they're called. So yes. Do you have any pets? No, I don't. My sister used to have a dog, an American Eskimo. Her name was Bubbles. But yeah, it was tug of war keeping her in the house with my parents. So she had to go. No, we did not euthanize her, anything like that though. Um, she wasn't killed. She was just sold, given away. Yeah. What's your morning routine like? To be honest, I don't have like an aesthetic morning routine. I don't really think I even have a morning routine to be honest, because my days are very different. Some days I go into work, some days I am working remotely. So it would depend on what I'm doing that day. But generally, wake up, pray. If I'm going to work, take a shower, dress up, and all of that. If I'm not going to work, I would probably go straight into work. Like if I'm working remotely, I'll probably go straight into work. and then maybe after an hour or two, take a shower, refresh myself, then have breakfast. So yeah, it really just depends on the day. And if it's Sunday, it's different too because I have to be in church early. So wake up most of the time. I just jump into the shower straight up. So yeah, my days are very different. So it just depends on the day, to be honest. Are you more of a night owl or an early bird? Definitely a night owl. Early bird. Ke. What's your biggest fear? Hmm. Before, my answer to this question used to be failure. However, I think now I've grown to a certain level that I'm no longer really afraid of failure. I've come to accept that failing is a part of life. It will happen. The most important thing is how do you react to it. So, failing is not really my biggest fear. Um, but in terms of phobia, I would say I'm not a fan of heights, like really, really tall heights. It can be scary to for me, and that's probably the only phobia I have. Or I have something that's I have a condition. It's not really a phobia. It's a condition called vasovagal syncope. Um, it's a reaction. It's a negative reaction to blood and things like that. So I don't really think that's a fear. I used to think it was a fear before, like I had a fear of blood. But yeah, it's not really a fear. I can't think of anything to be honest. God has not given me the spirit of fear, but the spirit of sound mindedness. So yes, I don't think I have any fear. Maybe not making heaven. Now that's a fear. Um, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? Oh, I don't know. Probably drop out of school. Yeah, and I don't mean this in as in my bachelor's or my master's program. Probably that's the craziest thing I've done. Do you believe in love at first sight? No, no, I don't. Um, Personally, I would describe that feeling of love at first sight as attraction or infatuation, and there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think it's love. Yeah, because love has a certain, I'll say, intentionality to it that you can't possibly have in that moment of just seeing this person. So yes, what's one weird fact about you? Hmm. Honestly, I can't think of anything. One weird fact. I think the weird fact that people would say about me is that I don't like plantain. However, I don't really think that it is weird. People have stuff that they don't eat. That's the only thing I would say. I can't think of anything right now. If I think of something, I would come back to it. What's one thing you're really passionate about? Hmm. I would say telling people about the love of God. One, two, justice for women and children, or not necessarily justice. It could be justice, but more holistically, I would say caring for women and children, right? It could come in the form of justice, it could come in the form of help, it could come in the form of education, it could come in the form of empowerment, many different ways, just caring for women and children. Um, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Only God knows tomorrow, my dear. I honestly don't know. Wherever God wants me to be, right? In 5 years, I will be smack in the center of God's will for my life. That's the only answer that I can give. Um, what's one goal you're currently working on? Obviously, YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers real soon. By the end of Q1, hopefully, I'm able to do that. And if not, it's all right too. But I believe that we can do it until we will do it by God's grace. Um, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? I think it would be the ability to see into the future because I would have bought Bitcoin when it was shikini money. if you get what I mean. So yes, the ability to see into the future. What advice would you give your younger self? This is tricky. Um, I would say more generally, it would be don't let like the world, don't let life hurt you so bad that you have now become what you shouldn't be, right? So it will be more of a message of healing. Heal, baby girl. Breathe out. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be growing. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself. You are doing just fine. As a matter of fact, you're doing great. So yeah, are you in a relationship? No, I am not. I'm not in a relationship. Would you rather cry in a bench or laugh in a tricycle? Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́. Sorry, oh, but the Yoruba girl in me jumped out. Excuse me. None of the above. Please. I'd rather laugh in a Bentley. No tears for me, except tears of joy, and no tricycle for me too. Sorry. No. What qualities do you look for in a partner? This list is a very long list, to be honest, but I will try to paraphrase. Number one, obviously, someone who is God fearing, someone that fears God, someone who has a relationship with God, obviously, someone who is a lover of humanity. Like, it's one thing for you to be kind to me, to be gentle with me, to be compassionate with me, but I also care about how you treat other people because I feel like that's truly like the testament of your character. So, yeah, somebody that treats other people well, not just me, not just his family, not just his friends, not just the people he likes, right? But everybody. Um, Someone who is teachable, someone who um, is accountable to people. You're not just living life on your own by yourself. There's nobody that can call you to order. Um, yeah, someone who is kind, who is generous. You know all those normal things. Financially stable, emotionally intelligent, family oriented. Um, what? Honestly, generous, loyal, maybe romantic because I don't think I'm the most romantic person. So there has to be a balance. Um, what else? Patient, loving, goal getter, ambitious. The normal stuff. All right. So yeah, someone who is a good leader, a kind leader, a purposeful leader, a servant leader, someone that leads with love and not with strength, not with I'm a man. You understand? Someone is who is very comfortable in his masculinity, that small things do not like bruise his ego or make him question whether or not he's still the man in the relationship. So yes, like I said, it's a very long list. Maybe that's why I'm still single. So yeah. The last question I have here is why are you so fine? I don't know. It's God and my parents' genes, I guess. So yes, that brings us to the end of the questions that I have here. If you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, feel free to ask away. Um, so yes, now you know me, at least to a certain level. Yeah, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification. At this point, you already know the drill. See you in my next video. Bye bye.